ladies, listen to me right now. Stop what you're doing and lean in. Because what I'm about to tell you is not just a word. It's a wake-up call. You've been giving, pouring out until you're empty, and they still don't see your value. They still don't honor your worth. Why? Because you've been too available, too easy to access, too quick to say yes, too quick to show up for people who wouldn't cross the street for you. I came to tell you today, it's time to take your power back. It's time to set some boundaries. It's time to stop discounting what God made priceless. You are not clearance. You are culture. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And if they can't wait for you, if they can't honor your space, then baby, they don't deserve your presence. So today I'm going to teach you why being too available is costing your peace, your purpose, and your power. Are you ready? Because this is not just a message, it's a movement. When you make yourself constantly available, when you answer every call, show up for every request, and drop everything to meet someone else's needs, you send an unspoken message. I don't value my time as much as yours. People interpret that, not always maliciously, but they begin to think, she'll always be there. And when they think you'll always be there, the urgency to honor you fades. Respect isn't just earned through what you give, it's sustained through the boundaries you enforce. Boundaries are the silent protectors of dignity. Without them, people forget you have limits. You have needs. They forget you have dreams. You become the person they call only when they need something, not when they want to celebrate you. And you wonder why you feel drained, overlooked, and underappreciated. It's because you've taught people that your presence costs nothing. Availability without boundaries is like leaving the doors of a treasure chest wide open. It invites anyone to reach in, whether they value the gold or not. If you want to be respected, you must create space where your yes means something and your no sets a standard. The truth is, scarcity births appreciation. When people know they can't just access you anytime, they become intentional about when and why they come. Respect grows where access is earned, not assumed. When something is rare, people handle with care. Diamonds are valuable because they are scarce, not because they are easy to find. Gold holds its worth because it isn't scattered on every street corner. The same principle applies to you. When you make yourself too common, too easy to reach, you unintentionally lower the perceived value of who you are. Not because you lack worth, but because human nature takes for granted what is always within reach. When you are always saying yes, always available at a moment's notice, people stop appreciating the sacrifice behind your presence. They start assuming that your time, your energy, your wisdom will always be there on demand. And here's the true thing, anything that feels endless eventually gets wasted. When people know you will pick up the phone no matter what, they stop with purpose and start calling out of habit. When they know you will rearrange your schedule, they stop valuing the effort it takes for you to show up. But when you create healthy space, when you allow yourself to be seen as intentional and not impulsive, something shifts. People start prioritizing you, because shown them that access is a privilege, not an entitlement. They think twice before wasting your time because they know your time matters. Limiting your availability is not about arrogance. It's about stewardship. You are managing the priceless gift of your presence, so it is not thrown into places where it won't grow or be honored. Scarcity builds appreciation, and appreciation builds respect. When you are always available, you unintentionally become a magnet for people who only take. Givers and builders respect boundaries because they understand the cost of time and energy. But takers, they look for the easiest source to drain, and when you make yourself overly accessible, you become their favorite well. They don't come to pour into you, they come to draw from you, and again, until you have nothing left. And the hard truth is, the more you give without limits, the more some people will expect without gratitude. You start noticing the pattern. They only call when they need something, only text when they want help, never when it's about you. That's not love, that's convenience. And the reason it continues is because you've trained that you're always open for business, no matter the cost to your peace. Every time you cancel your plans, every time you sacrifice your rest, every time you say yes when your heart is screaming no, you reinforce the idea that their needs come before your well-being. But here's what you have to understand, G. Real relationships are mutual, not one-sided. Healthy people will respect your no because they respect you. Unhealthy people will test your limits until you set them. And if you never set them, they will keep taking, not because they're evil, but because you never made it clear that you are not a limitless resource. Protect your energy, guard your access. Because when you become too easy to reach, you invite people who only want to reach in and never pour back. Your time is one of the most valuable resources you have, yet it's the one people will try to take from you the most because they think it's free. But the truth is, time is not free. Every time you give your time away, you are giving away a piece of your life you will never get back. Time is like currency. It's limited, it's precious, and how you spend it determines what kind of life you live. When you spend money carelessly, you end up broke. When you spend time carelessly, you end up empty, frustrated, and wondering why you don't have enough left for your own dreams. And here's the trap. People will act like your time belongs to them. They'll text you, call you, show up unannounced, and expect you to drop everything because you've been teaching them that your time isn't sacred. But it is. Every minute you give away should be an investment, not a liability. Every conversation should have purpose. Every connection should have meaning. Every yes should be intentional. You can't afford to bankrupt your life by giving your time to people who only withdraw and never deposit. You only get 24 hours a day. No matter how successful, rich, or influential you become, you will never get more than that. So why waste your most limited resource on people who don't respect it? Start budgeting your time like you budget your money. Spend it on what brings you peace, grows your soul, what builds your future. Because the truth is, when you learn to value your time, other people will start valuing it too. Your presence is not ordinary. It is a privilege, but if you allow everyone unlimited access, they will start treating you like you're common, like you're everywhere, like you are always on standby waiting for their call. And the danger being too present for everyone is that they stop recognizing the weight of who you are. The truth is, people appreciate what they have to earn. When something is handed to them without cost, they handle it without care. That's why you have to protect your presence, not from a place of pride, but from a place of purpose. You were not created to be spread so thin that you lose yourself trying to satisfy everyone else. You were not designed to be an all-access pass to people who don't even respect the event. When you learn to protect your presence, you send a clear messaging: my life is valuable, my space is sacred, and my energy is not for everyone. Some people should only get your presence on the balcony, not in the front row. Some people should only have your presence in small doses because they cannot handle the weight of intimacy with you. And here's the truth. They will be mad. They will call you distant. They will call you different, but they will also start respecting you in a way never did before. Protecting your presence doesn't push the right people away. It attracts people who know how to honor what you carry. It teaches others that being in your life is not a right, it's a privilege. And when you finally embrace that truth, you will stop feeling guilty for saying no and start feeling powerful for guarding what makes you priceless